It is very common to see judges interpreting the Australian Constitution according to its structure. But what does that mean? What is the relevance of the structure of the Australian Constitution? Hello everyone, my name is Renato Costa and you're watching Aussie Law, the channel where we discuss the most important ideas, concepts, principles, cases and facts about the Australian public law. If you have not subscribed to this channel yet, now is the time to do it. Come on, and since you are at it, just click the like button as well. I'll wait for it. So the question is, why is the structure of the Constitution relevant? Can it really help us understand more about the content of the Constitution? Well, it seems it can. There are many ways in which one can interpret the Constitution. The High Court of Australia has used arguments based on the text, structure, history, ethics, prudence and comparisons with other constitutions as means of interpreting the Australian Constitution. In this video, I'm concentrating only on the idea of the structure of the Constitution. Now, if you want me to make a video explaining each of these methods that I just referred to, then leave a comment below. The more you comment, the more I'll know what kind of videos to produce. So don't forget to leave a comment in this video. Okay, let's open the Australian Constitution. It's gonna pop up in your screen right there. I have opened the Australian Constitution in the Parliament of Australia website. So as you can see, when we open it, it says covering clauses, proclamation, and then section 9. Section 9, it says Constitution. If you don't understand why it says Constitution in sections 9, then I invite you to click on the video that is appearing on the screen and watch the video that I produced about the Constitution of Australia Act. But for those of you who have already seen that, let's turn to the object of our video today. Structuralism, which is the method of interpreting the Constitution according to its structure, tries to understand constitutional texts in accordance, that is, in harmony with the rest of the Constitution. It looks at the Constitution as one structural whole. It seeks to understand how each part fits within the broader constitutional picture. Well, the Constitution of Australia is divided into chapters, parts and sections. Chapter 1 refers to Parliament, Chapter 2 to the Executive, and Chapter 3 the Judicature. Chapter 4 to Finance and Trade, Chapter 5 and 6 to States and New States, and the last two chapters to Miscellaneous and to the alteration of the Constitution. So, if you really pay attention, some principles do arise from that structure. First, we have the separation of powers. We will soon have a video specifically about the separation of powers and its standards here in Australia. But for now at least, it is interesting to see that the structure of the Constitution allows for a separation of powers, at least a separation of the functions of Parliament, the Executive and the Judiciary. But there are other things as well. Another interesting feature that is revealed by the structure of the Australian Constitution is the principle of federalism. Do you see how the states have a particular place in the federal constitution? The original states are indeed part of this national constitution. The rules about the competencies, legal status, goods, etc. are all set out in the Commonwealth Constitution. Even the creation of new states is considered there. So as you can see, these are only a few examples of how the structure of the Constitution affects our own understanding of what the Constitution is itself, its content and principles. And in some other videos we will look at how these and other features of the Australian Constitution in its structure have shaped Australian law, human rights and governmental institutions. But what is important here, and the objective of this video, is that the next time you hear someone say that the Australian Constitution is such and such according to its structure, you will know what they are referring to. The structure of the Constitution can reveal much about its principles and content, and structuralism is one of the ways in which we can interpret the Australian Constitution. Hey, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like it and to subscribe to our channel. I'm looking forward to seeing you next time. Ciao!